How's it going, everyone? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day so far. I know I am. Today is Monday, February the 10th. It's about 6:30 in the evening. I want to hop on here real quick and record a quick video for you guys. For my people who have just gotten into a relationship or have been in relationships or looking to get into a new relationship soon. So, few of you who have been following me on my YouTube channel for a while know that I've talked about relationships a couple times, and it's definitely a topic that I'm very passionate for, not only because I've gone through a fair share of relationships of different, kinds, and I've also seen, other relationships and other friendships and my parents and everything like that, and it's just something that I'm very passionate about, and I definitely have given a ton of advice to friends and family members about relationships, and it's something that I think I give good tips and ideas about. So I want to hop on real quick and give you guys a tip and idea that I had spoken with an individual this weekend who's very close to my life and someone who I've known for a very long time. So this individual, they came to me and they, were explaining to me and talking to me about this new person that they met and this new relationship that they're getting into and how happy and excited they are and everything like that, and just a little bit of everything. And they had a small concern or a small worry that, it might be going too fast, and they're not sure how they're feeling about it. But they really think this person is wonderful and it's great, and that they're just having a ball and having a great time and so on and so forth. And they just, have a little fear, which is completely normal. We all have fear and with new things, new men, new women, new ideas, new jobs, everything. And that's normal and that's natural. He just basically wanted to know, what should I do? Should this be a concern of mine? How do I combat this? How do I go about this? What do I do? And I kind of gave him an analogy, and it's an analogy I wanted to give you guys today on, what you should do when you get into new relationships and how to be patient and how to let things grow with something new. So we all know about the honeymoon phase, right? The new phase that you get into a relationship, the first 2-3 months are perfect, right? You do all your time and energy into that person and nothing into yourself, and they're your only focus, right? You have a work plan, you're going to cancel it and go hang out with him. You have plans with friends, you're going to cancel it and go hang out with him, right? Your whole life, more times than not, becomes centered around this person, right? Especially in the first couple months. And at first it's fun and it's exciting because this person's so new, it's so fresh. You're getting to learn more about them, they're getting to learn more about you, and so on and so forth. It's something that's just a growing ball of emotion and energy, and we love that, and it makes us feel good. The issue with this, though, is after those first couple months, after the honeymoon phase, things start to happen. Things start to change. That new shiny thing starts to wear off a little bit, and you start to learn and open your eyes about different things about them, and they start to open up their eyes about different things about you. And this is the time where either one or two things happen. Either the relationship continues or it doesn't. And many times, fights come up, right? And there's different challenges that come up and things that, we didn't see at first or they didn't see at first. And we've all been through this. Please hit like at the bottom if you've been through this, where first few months were awesome and then afterwards, some things popped up. And that happens, right? And that's normal. And so I wanted to kind of explain to this person, how you should go about doing this. So first and foremost, you have to have patience within your relationships. You have to have patience just about anything, but love doesn't need to be rushed, and relationships don't need to be rushed. What's the rush? Seriously, you're finding someone, you're getting involved with someone, hopefully that you have an intention on, spending the rest of your life with. And I understand that's something that, is a big picture thinking, and, it's something that takes a long time to figure out if that's the right person, but we don't get in a relationship with someone that we just kind of want to hang out for a little while. We just don't. We get in a relationship with someone who attracts us, when we think we like, and someone who possibly fills a potential big part of our life in the future. And that's why we get in relationships. Why do we need to rush something so big? You don't have to. And so the analogy I gave this person was, think about a plant, okay? You get a brand new seed, you plant it in the ground, and you start to water it day in and day out, gets sunshine, gets air, and it starts to grow and grow and grow. But what happens if you overwater that plant and you water it every hour and it's just in the small part and you water it, you water it, you water it, you water it? It's gonna drown, right? It's gonna get too much water and drown. And if it gets too much water, it's gonna die. And the same thing happens with relationships. If you give it too much energy, too much time, too much devotion, too much attention, too much all this stuff, it's gonna drown out more times than not. Especially when you realize, oh wait, I need to give more time to myself. Oh wait, what about work? Or oh wait, what about friends? And you lose yourself in a relationship and you start to detract from that, things start to fall apart, right? You can't overwater a new plant, just like you can't overwater a new relationship. Now, let me stop myself right there. Everyone has their own timeline in relationships. I completely get that. Some people meet and it's love at first sight, right? Some people, you know, are only in a relationship for a couple months, they get engaged, married, live happily ever after. It happens. I'm not saying it doesn't. But more times than not, that's just not the case. This is not the scenario. And like I said, why rush something that's so great, right? There's no need to rush it. You're going to potentially spend your whole life with someone. No, don't rush it. Take your time. Learn about them. Make sure they learn about you. Make sure that it makes sense, because if you rush stuff, typically we find things that we don't like, right? And that's not fun. And that's, you know, like I said, you don't want to go into any relationship with that kind of negative viewpoint. But I'm just saying, rushing things sometimes isn't the best idea. So, you know, don't water your plant too much. If you compare that small plant to a huge oak tree that has been in the ground for, I don't know, 80 to 100 years, that oak tree can take a ton of water, so much water. It'll never drown out because it's got huge roots. It's got roots that expand very long, huge ground underneath of it, and it's just no way that you can drown a tree that big. It takes an immense amount of water. It's crazy. And the same thing with a relationship. A relationship that has been founded on good things, been, you know, years and years and years, it can take a lot of stuff because it's been through a lot of stuff and it's taken the time to learn about that other person and to get through different problems and situations slowly, one bite at a time, right? One step at a time. And the same thing is with, you know, growing a new plant in a relationship. You have to give it time. You have to be slowly and steady with it sometimes, right? Obviously, like I said, people have their different timelines, but you gotta take your time with things. This was the idea that I gave to this person, is that you gotta take time, right? Make haste slowly. It's one of my favorite sayings ever. Festina lente. Make haste slowly, right? There's no need to rush into anything, right? Anything exciting, yeah. You know, get into it, be excited about it, go towards with a lot of energy, but have some patience, right? Have some little bit of a controlled, you know, process and speed to things, and I promise you, the great stuff will still come, right? But if you rush into it too much, it can get ugly real quick, and we've all been through this. You meet someone new, boom, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, is this what I want anymore? And half of that's, you know, you finally learned about something that, you know, didn't work out, and, you know, that's part of a relationship. But many times than not, we just overwater the relationship. We overwater the plant too much, and we lose ourselves. And when you lose yourself in the relationship, that's not fun. I believe, personally, that relationships are two individuals who are growing individually in the same direction, right? You can't just get together and do everything with everything, you know, all at the same time. It's too much. You need your own personal space. You need to have your own life. And the issue is when you get in these relationships, you cut off everything else and you get rid of your life. You get rid of your friends, you get rid of your job, you know, and life changes. And then after a while you realize, wait, this isn't right. I'm losing myself. And that's what the problem becomes. So, as I mentioned, water your new flower, your new plant slowly. Water your new relationship slowly, all right? That's the tidbit I want to give you guys today. I hope it helps. If you like this video, please hit like at the bottom. If you've gone through something similar to this, comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, subscribe. I'm trying to post videos just about every week for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a great day.